Okay, so we're looking at this question here. Now we're going to be drawing kind of an elliptical curve in the plan view. A 3D graphic here, a cylinder passing through, it's coming out perpendicular from this sloped surface. So the only difficulty is where the actual sloped surface hits the cylinder. Here we're going to get kind of an irregular curve. The elevation and the end view are pretty straightforward. So basically it's this cut here that's causing the trouble. Okay? So you could go about this a number of different ways. The most straightforward way when you're doing anything with a curve or a circle is to start off by splitting it up into sections. Now we usually just go for our default 30-60, so we'll go with that for now. And we split it up. Okay? So what each of those is going to represent is a point on the sloped surface where the cylinder meets it. I'm going to label them up. Okay, we'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4. We go the whole way around. Okay, and what I could do is I could transfer them to my end view. So I'm going to bring those points straight across so I know exactly where they are along this sloped surface. So 4 is going to be at the very top, 3 and 5 are in line with each other, 2 and 6, 1 and 7 are the centre ones, 12 and 8, 11 and 9, and then point 10 is along the base. Again, just for clarity for the examiner, label in all views. Okay, now it's just a simple case of can we find each of these individual points in the plan view, and that should be very easy for us. Same as finding any other point. You're going to drop it down from your elevation and you're going to bring it from your end view. You're either going to swing it around or you're going to drop it down to 45, whichever you want. Okay, so first thing to do is to take all of my points in my end view and drop them down to the XY line. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to swing them around so that they're in plan view now. Now if I'm kind of able to eye this up, but if you're having difficulty you might want to just do one at a time to start off with. Okay, because you might lose track of which line is which. Again, we just keep reference of where these are. So we have 4. Sorry, that's 4. 3 and 5, 2 and 6, 1, 7, 12, 8, 11, 9, and then 10 at the very bottom. Okay, we're going to cut them across our plan view. And then once we do this, all we have to do is drop them down from the elevation and match them up. Okay, so that will be point 1. Now if I'm looking down on a plan view, I'm going to see the top half of my circle. Okay, so the top semicircle is going to be visible and the bottom half of it's going to be hidden. So I'll draw in the bit that's visible first. Point 4 is my centre. 5, 6, and back down to 7. Okay, so I'll just quickly sketch that in, lads. And that would be the top curve of that cylinder meeting the slope surface. Now the bottom curve is done exactly the same way, except you're going to draw it as a hidden line.